Hello friends, if this video has found you today, then it's for a reason. I'm not sure about you, but I personally don't believe in coincidences at all. So if you're here right now, then Spirit has a message for you today. So let's jump straight into it and let's see what the message is. Please bear in mind, this is going to be a general reading because what I'm seeing here so far seems to be quite specific. So I know it's probably not going to resonate for everyone. So if it's not resonating, feel free to scroll on to a different channel. That's more than okay. I have been getting a lot of throat chakra attacks, and when I tried to get this video out the other day, my laptop actually broke. So I'm getting the feeling this message does not want to go out for some reason, and I am getting the feeling that it's probably because whoever it is I'm tuning into is someone that has an extremely high vibration. So I could be tuning into someone who is an actual chosen one, or someone that's a powerful alchemist. Now, I'm getting the feeling that you're someone that probably has noticed that the general energy right now seems to be quite alchemistic, meaning that it could go one way or the other way. So Spirit is actually saying keep your vibration high at the moment, because when we do get a lot of breakdown energy, the enemy likes to go and attack for some reason. It's also a bit of a sign that God is wanting you to be reflective at the moment, to go inwards and to ask yourself, what lessons do I need to learn now so that I can step into the next cycle? For me personally, I'm trying to transmute perfectionism and anxiety. For you, it might be something else. But I'm seeing that you're currently transmuting and alchemizing your old life into your new life right now. Now, Spirit is also saying that I'm speaking to someone who has been through many different betrayals. You're someone that's really had to cultivate a very strong discernment. Spirit is saying there's a reason for this. And so you may have had to deal with a lot of difficult situations that involve corruption or liars. I just get the feeling that you're someone that can see the strings that can control the system. And so I get the feeling that you're someone that knows that there's certain constructs within society that are put in place to distract you from stepping into your mission and from you cultivating a certain connection to Yahweh and God. And the reason for this, you probably know what it is, but the reason for this is because God is power. And so when you do create a certain connection with Him, He will send you certain signs, synchronicities, and symbolism. And so the people that run the world actually know this. They know how significant symbolism is. You can look at any popular logo out there, and I can almost guarantee you that it will have some kind of occultic or satanic feel to it. Starbucks comes to mind. But I feel as though I'm speaking to someone who already knows all this, who already sees all of this, and someone who is going to come into this next chapter victorious if you play your cards right. So Spirit is saying that what you don't see coming is that there's going to be new loyal people that enter your life. Now I'm getting the feeling that you could be a little bit hardened from past experiences. You could have a little bit of ice around your heart, bestie. But that ice is melting now. There's more love coming into your life. It doesn't need to be romantic, but I'm just getting the sense you're going to have so much more loyalty, and you might even be spending time with a little companion or some little gangster. But this is saying that, you know, when I think of dogs, I think of loyalty, and I also think of the fact that life is short. So Spirit is saying bombard yourself with love and live life to the absolute max. I know that humans are quite mean to each other unnecessarily, but if you think about it, it's kind of a miracle in itself that we're actually sharing the same kind of space-time reality right now. We're sharing the same kind of point in history. I know how corny that sounds, but if you actually think about it, it's kind of mind-blowing. And so Spirit wants you to have more love in your life. Don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm being told to say. And so when it comes to your tarot cards, this is going to be really difficult for me to explain because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here because there's multiple people that the cards are talking about. They're talking about so many people. It's some kind of situation. But I'll just start from the beginning. Your ancestors are wanting you to completely make peace with the past at this time. It's very important that you do this. If you can feel some kind of past person tuning into your energy, someone that has Scorpio or Virgo energy, then now is the time to cut the cords in whatever way you can. Do whatever you need to, because Spirit is saying what's coming in for you next is your destiny. And so they want you to clear up space energetically. This could include chucking old things out, chucking out objects that have negative energy and negative vibration to them. And Spirit is also saying that there's multiple people that are talking about you at the moment, both in good and bad ways. I get the feeling there's a lot of people that do envy you. And I'm being told that there's a group of people here currently that are discussing how it is you've changed. But I get the feeling it could be in a good way. Like if you change your hair color, if you've had a weight loss journey, Spirit is just saying people are talking about your transformation. So it could be a transformation of the mind, but you've just shocked people and inspired people with how much you've really transmuted. I am getting the feeling that someone from the past is going to reach out, and you should probably ignore this. You should probably ignore this because this person has devil energy and they're only going to try and slow you down. There's much better things coming in for you in the future, but Spirit is saying you have to avoid some kind of situation here that involves the devil. So, who is this person? This could be a legal situation for some of you. For others, this could be some kind of HR investigation. But yeah, it seems to be multiple people involved, and Spirit is wanting you to block all of this kind of past energy out because you're stepping into the new timeline now. Like you've gone to the next level, and now they want you to completely keep going and get rid of any kind of self-doubt you have at the moment, because I am hearing your ancestors say, aren't you aware of what DNA you have? I'm getting the feeling that you have spiritual gifts or intuitive gifts, and they're giving you a bit of tough love here, and they're saying, do not doubt yourself right now. You are talented. With whatever it is for you, you are so talented when it comes to this hobby or goal that you're going to take it all the way. And you are going to be noticed for this. Tell us more, Spirit. It looks like there's going to be some kind of invitation that comes in that's going to be life-changing. You're not going to be able to see this coming. I'm also hearing keep your phone on your... Oh, why am I being throat chakra attacked? Keep your phone on you. Keep it charged, because you might be getting a very important phone call soon. There's going to be some kind of invitation that comes in from someone, and this person is going to be the person that puts you in contact with your destiny. So this is someone that's quite outspoken. This is someone that's a little bit intimidating. I am getting W sounding last names like Webb, Wozniak, Wallace, White, Whitaker. That might resonate for someone. This person is very outspoken though. With Archangel Gabriel here, this could even be a public communicator of some kind. Tell us more, Spirit. Oh, you know what I'm getting from this? I feel as though if you are a chosen one, then you're coming into contact with someone who is also a chosen one, or someone who is an earth angel. And so this person that you're coming into contact with, they're going to have a really extremely high vibration. And so I feel as though you've only dealt with people in the past that have had lower vibrations that have brought you down. And so this might be a bit of a shock to the system when you do encounter this person, because I feel as though you're not used to people that have vibrations as high as yours. That's a very specific message. I'm also hearing a song. It's like, oh, I don't know how to sing it though. It's like, she's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, or Aphrodite. Yeah, well, that song's coming through. Again, that kind of reminds me that you might be coming into contact with someone that has a much Someone that has a high vibration. Let's just put it that way. It kind of seems like this person is very discerning as well. Interesting. This person's very intelligent and very analytical. This person is going to be analyzing your performance. I get the feeling that this person's going to make you jump through hoops a bit. This person is going to require you and encourage you to go to the next level when it comes to your specific destiny. And so I'm kind of getting a little bit intimidated by this person, but I also feel as though they're a total badass. I get a good vibe from them, but I also get the feeling that there's someone that's really dealt with their demons. This person has an offsider. This person has an offsider, and I feel as though you're not going to know that this offsider is actually working for someone else. So this Page of Cups is actually working for an Emperor. When this communication comes in, someone's assistant could contact you, someone's sibling could contact you. The Spirit is saying you're not going to know that this Page of Cups is actually in alliance with the Emperor. And so Spirit is saying be mindful what words you choose to use, because it almost feels like they're saying be careful what you put into writing, because this person seems quite sweet and playful at first and non-threatening, but I do get the feeling that they're working for someone that is quite powerful and they might run back and forth with information. So Spirit is saying be mindful and don't trust everyone. Don't just blah, blah, blah. Just keep diligent at the moment. I do get the feeling this is a future situation though. I'm telling you all the cons, but I actually get the best feeling from this. I feel as though this person is going to require you to step up. And it's very specific as well. Like if you are religious, then this is almost meeting someone else who is religious as well, but someone that might be a little bit more hardcore than you. There is some kind of mission or adventure here that you're going to go on with this new person. Yeah, there's some kind of, they're mentioning location here. They're mentioning friendship and loyalty. It's almost like someone asking you to join their group. This Emperor, whoever this is someone that's actually quite intuitive. This is someone that has the gift. And so they're saying that it's going to be really important for you to really connect with your intuition as you step into this journey. And I know a lot of you say, oh, you readers are so vague, you tell us to follow our intuition, but you never give clarity on how. And that's a fair point. I can describe it to you, but I get the feeling that I'm speaking to someone who already has a powerful intuition anyway. Spirit is saying the way that you are able to tune into your intuition is by slowing down your mind, by relaxing and rejuvenating, and by really tuning into what feels good. And so if you get two kind of job offers at once, and one pays more than the other opportunity, that one of them feels better, and Spirit is saying go with the one that feels the best. And you might be called crazy for doing this. People might say, oh, why did you go with that one? Because the other one paid more. Spirit is saying always follow what feels good, and that's you starting to really listen to your intuition. It's taking you somewhere. You know, things get kind of eerie when you do come across someone else that has a strong intuition as well, because it's almost like being able to read a different language. And when you kind of encounter someone else that can pick up on the signs, then things get a little bit interesting. So this Emperor does have a strong intuition as well. So this might be some kind of upcoming intuitive connection that we see here. What else, Spirit? Let's also get a message from your ancestors and see what they want to say. Spirit, what do they need to know right now? Ooh, the Wood Tiger, powerful beginnings and progress. So, keep planting the seeds to fuel the growth. Your knack for defying all odds and turning things around has made quite an impression on your external world. There are many who look up to you for courage and inspiration. Now is the time to step it up. The universe is urging you to tackle bigger challenges and be a trailblazer in these changing times. Answer the call. Am I psychic or am I psychic? There are places to go and people to see. You got things to do. What else are we getting? What else do they need to know? Fire snake. Ooh, living from the heart. The fire snake wants you to listen to the call of your heart. It yearns for joy and excitement. It naturally wants to expand and shine. Recognize the patterns and see what makes sense. I almost feel as though it's speaking about your intuition here when you really recognize the patterns and things don't quite make sense or add up. Sometimes that can be a sign that things are corrupt. Like the thing that comes to mind for me, I'm sorry to bring this up, but the thing that comes to mind is COVID. When they asked us to get vaccinated after they had 3 vaccinations themselves. Like, why do you need me to get vaccinated if you've already had 3 that don't work for you? Intuitively, when you connect the dots there, that doesn't actually make sense. Science is meant to be logical. And so if something does not make sense when you connect the dots, then you can almost bet that that is a bad sign. So you can tell with this. And so you're manifesting at the moment and you're going to be connecting the dots and you're going to be really tapping into your heart space. That's what I feel. You're going to be listening to what feels good opposed to what the mind is telling you to do. Let's see what else we get, what herbs we need. Spirit, what do they need to know from the herbs? Ooh, you have ginseng, the magician. So this is saying that you're a master manifester and that you have boundless energy and potential. You're going to be expanding. Ginseng, like the magician in the tarot, embodies the wizardry and brilliance. You are a master manifester, and now is the time to sow the seeds in your dreams to bring in your intentions to fruition. The tools, the skills, and the wisdom you've gained have led you to this moment. Ginseng's unique signature trait reminds you to keep a clear vision, consistently unmotivated by the ego. To manifest a deeply powerful creative light in alignment with your higher self. Okay, so let's see what you're going to be manifesting then. Spirit keeps on talking about manifestation. So let's see what you're going to be manifesting. Sometimes I find it the best to manifest from a place of shadow work. That's personally when I've had my best manifestations come in. It's kind of like you have to know where you're at. You have to know where your point A is so that you can get to point B. And doing shadow work or really connecting inwards to ask yourself the hard questions that can sometimes tell you where you're at life. Like if you called up a cab company and said to the cab driver, hey, can you come pick me up? And he said, well, where are you? And if you said, oh, I don't really know where I am, then the cab driver would be like, well, call back when you know where you are. And so at that point, you do the shadow work so you can call that cab driver back and say, well, my destination is A. Cab driver will be like, I can come get you and I'll take you to your manifestations. I'll take you to where you really need to be. So that is coming through. Spirit, what are they manifesting? Spotlight, self-actualization. Why can I speak today? Self-actualization. Don't strive for perfectionism. Reject imposter syndrome. Ooh. There's also something here to do about stepping into a new reality. You're going to be unlocking the doorway. There's also going to be abundance that comes in for you in terms of what you're manifesting. I'm also getting some channeled messages now. They've been showing me the country of Poland for some reason, and I am hearing A-sounding names like Anya, Agatha, Andrea has been coming through quite strongly. And they're showing me swimming, so I'm not sure if someone crossed over that was in your family that was a professional swimmer or someone that really enjoyed swimming. I'm not sure why, but they're also mentioning something here about the sky gods. So I'm not sure if this person had a particular tradition. They're also showing me honey and they're showing me mushrooms. So this person could have been into a bohemian lifestyle. This could have been someone that was a bit of a hippie at heart. I feel as though the message that's coming through, they are asking you to reconnect with your sweetness at this time. I know that you've been through a lot, especially when it comes to other people dragging your name through the mud or really causing you to harden up a bit. They're asking you to come back into your sweetness at this time. Also, if you're living in a different country to the one that you were raised in, it's almost like they want you to return to your homeland. That message won't be for everyone. They're also mentioning some kind of festival here. It doesn't seem like a modern day concert, but it seems like an old tradition. So if there's any Polish festivals coming up, then they could be mentioning that. Or this could be the celebration of someone's birthday, but it seems very traditional. Well, that's all that's coming through there. Let's see what else they want to mention. For some reason, the emerald tablets was also coming through over the last couple of days. I'm not sure if that's New Age garbage. I haven't really gone down that rabbit hole before, but it has been channeling through for me. So I just felt as though maybe I had to tell you about it. But I read somewhere that they'd discovered like ancient ruins underneath the pyramids. So now everyone believes that the emerald tablets is like the real deal. And I read somewhere that back in ancient times, it was actually used for alchemization. So this could be relevant. But yeah, I thought I'd just let you know. Right, let's get you an angel number. Let's see what the angels want to say. Angels, what do they need to know right now? You have 666. Align yourself with the truth and the universe. For Christians, 666 is related to evil, but in numerology it's linked to positive energies. Seeing 666 emerging as a pattern in your life may point to an opportunity to align with transformative spiritual powers. This number may appear during times of challenge to help you stay positive, get back on track, and achieve your dreams, despite the circumstances, through meditation, introspection, and healing interaction with the angels and guides. As you scrap negativity and conflict, you can rest and spend time with family and heal. 666 may be a warning that you are too focused on the material world and your spiritual needs are not being met. When this kind of imbalance happens, you give in to obsessive thoughts and lose harmony. Therefore, 666 is not so much of an omen of bad luck, but as a word of encouragement from your angels to be graceful and patient during discouraging times. What your future holds, a chance to spiral or transform. So this is exactly what I was saying at the start of the reading. The energy could really go either way at the moment. So you're really being asked to reflect, let go of the past, manifest, but also transmute and keep your vibration high at the moment. That seems to be what they're asking you to do, because you're the one that determines what kind of tone you set or what kind of direction you go into next. That's kind of what it's feeling like. Anyway, I hope you liked the reading. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I am about to go on a holiday with my dog, so I might be gone for a couple of days. But when I get back, I'm going to smash out the content. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.